boy, did these guys screw up big time. I mean, one of them cost them half of all life in the universe. We think you know what decision this was, but we also have a ton of others that are just as bad. So without any further ado, here are the 10 dumbest decisions by Marvel characters. Let's dive right into it, shall we? Number 10. Tony Stark, inviting the Mandarin to attack. Tony Stark liked to pretend that he doesn't care about pepper pots, but this is simply not the case. How do we know? Well, it was clear as day during Iron Man 3. You see, after Happy Hogan supposedly got attacked by the Mandarin, Stark was pissed. He gave out his address on live TV. This came to bite him in the ass, as the Mandarin attacked his tech lair in a matter of moments. The entire house was destroyed in the helicopter bombing, but thankfully, Tony and Pepper made it out alive. That was all thanks to Stark, who invented the self-propelled Iron Man suit parts. Before the explosion could get to her, the suit wrapped around her body and Tony was left to fend for his life all alone. This mistake not only put his own life in danger, but it also endangered the life of the charming Pepper Potts. Number 9. Gamora trying to kill Thanos. Smack! Thanos grabs the sword and breaks it in half. Gamora looks for a second, steps back, and shoves the blade straight through his neck. Unable to breathe, Thanos is stunned by his daughter's actions. As he's looking, she drives that little double sword through his chest, ending his life. That was easy. Or that's what she thought. Thanos used the reality stone to mess with Gamora's head, and then, when she let her guard down, he revealed the infernal reality, grabbed her by the neck, and used her to get the soul stone. Not only did she have to tell him where to find it, but she also became the sacrifice Thanos used to obtain the soul stone. In our opinion, she should have stayed as far away from him as possible. If you stay with us a little more, we'll tell you which mistake cost Thanos his life, and no, it's not the fact that he let Thor live. Number 8. Loki using the Bifrost. Darling, you have no idea what's possible.
Darling, you have no idea what's possible.
Breaks Mjolnir into 100 pieces. Now tell us that wasn't the most badass scene in the entire movie. Go on, we're waiting. While you're trying to find a more badass scene, let us tell you where Loki messed up big time. In fact, this one mistake was responsible for the destruction of Asgard. When Loki acted out of fear and smashed that like button just like you should do if you haven't done so already, he wishes he smashed that like button. Instead, Loki asked to be brought back to his home planet. Hela immediately jumped on the opportunity, threw both Loki and Thor out of the portal, and landed safely in Asgard. After that, we saw the realm's armies killed by just one goddess. Now do you see why Odin didn't want her free? Number 7. World Security Council bombed the hell out of Manhattan. When the Chitauri army teamed up with Loki in the first Avengers movie, our band of heroes wasn't ready to take them down, and the biggest problem was the fact that they couldn't stop Dr. Selvig from opening a celestial portal that would allow the Chitauri armies to come to Earth. The World Security Council is an organization tasked with keeping all humans of the world safe and sound. So what was their decision when they realized that an army of aliens was at their doorstep? Bomb them. That was the only plan one of the biggest government organizations could come up with. I mean, the Avengers hadn't even thought of a plan of defense, and these guys resorted to atomic bombs, the consequences of which could be catastrophic. Thank God Tony got to it in time and risked his own life to change its course and blast it into the Chitauri mothership. That's how you use an atomic bomb. Number 6. Thanos letting Eitri live. Thanos doesn't make a lot of mistakes, but the ones he does make, well, those mistakes tend to cost him his life. After forging the Infinity Gauntlet with Eitri, he killed all of the giant dwarves but spared his life. He then covered his hands in melted metal so he could never make a powerful weapon to kill him. Boy, was he in for a surprise. We know this sounds horrible, but he should have killed Eitri, along with everyone else of his kind. Because he didn't, Thor teamed up with the dwarf and made Stormbringer. Of course, none of that could have been possible without the help of Groot. And we all know what Stormbringer did to him. Number 5. Bruce Banner letting go of Natasha. Cue the music for the world's most powerful couple. Oh, you can't? Why not? Oh, I see. So Bruce Banner acted like a little wuss and didn't tell her how he really felt. Ah, crap. That's right, folks. This was supposed to be the end-all, be-all couple in Avengers, but Bruce Banner was too afraid to act in the name of love. In the ending of Avengers Endgame, Bruce actually admitted to still loving her, but it was too late. She was long gone, and he didn't even try to fight for the two of them in the past 5 years. Stick with us until the very end to find out what's the biggest mistake that StarLord made in his life. Number 4. Thanos letting Thor live. The biggest mistake that Thanos made in his entire life was not killing Thor, and the guy told him loud and clear, "You die for that?" Did he listen? Heck nah! He was too busy killing Loki, the god of mischief, that was nothing but a pesky little distraction. Instead of killing him and Heimdall, he should have gone straight for Thor, but his ego was too big and eventually got him killed in the end. Well, it got him killed twice, once at the end of Infinity War and a second time at the start of Endgame. Number 3. The 10 Rings giving Tony everything he needs. Who the hell are the 10 Rings? We knew you wouldn't remember, and we don't really blame you. You probably haven't heard their name for 13 freaking years. So who are they? Remember back in 2008 during the first Iron Man movie when Tony got kidnapped and locked up by a bunch of criminals who told him to create a special suit of armor for him? Yeah, that's the one. Well, if you think back, you'll probably remember that they promised to bring Tony everything he needs for the weapon. Capital mistake. We all know he played them for the fools they were and actually created Iron Man. Number 2. StarLord ambushing Thanos. This was the second dumbest mistake that any Marvel character had made. All of the pain, troubles, and deaths could have been avoided had StarLord remained calm and collected during the battle on Titan. Peter Parker almost got the gauntlet off his hand when the dumbass started smacking him on the head with his gun. This was more than enough to release Thanos from the fragile connection that Mantis maintained over him, hence the war and the freaking snap. We know you just found out Gamora is dead, but try to keep calm for like a second. Then you could have squashed him like a bug. Number 1. Thor not aiming for Thanos' head. Okay, mistakes don't get any worse than this one. Thor had one of the most powerful weapons of all time, and he still messed up everything. Any sane man would have aimed for the hand or the head, but not Thor. Oh no, he wanted to be all high and mighty while telling him that he kept his promise. That is, that phrase we talked about in pick number 4, "You die for that?" The result, he didn't die, and the universe lost half of all life. So, in eternal words of Thanos, Thor, you should have gone for the head. On a related note, do you think they should have ended Infinity War with Thor killing Thanos? You can tell us in the comment section below. If you'd like more videos like these, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss any of them. And as always, thanks for watching, guys.